What's going on, guys? Balkan Architect here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to model foundation in Revit, how to add rebar to that foundation, and then how to create a schedule of rebar for that exact foundation. But before we get started, I would just like to ask you to like this tutorial. It helps me out a lot, and if you haven't already, I suggest you subscribe because I make tutorials like this every day. And if you want to download this foundation file with all of the rebar and all of the schedules, I suggest you check out my Patreon. First, a link in the description. Okay, so let's get started. Here I am in Revit, and for this I'm going to be using a structural template because this is, well, I guess you would call it a structural project. So let's open that up, and here we are. Now, if I go to one of these elevations, as you can see, we've got level 2 and level 1, and that's enough for this project. So I'm just going to go here to level 1, and let's go here to structure, column. And the reason why I chose the structural template is because if we open this up, now as you can see, we've got some concrete columns, and we wouldn't have this if we were using the architectural template. We would have to load them in, so make sure to choose the template that suits your needs most perfectly. And let's see, so let's go with, I don't know, with this column perhaps, and let's just place it over here. Make sure you set it to height and to level 2. And let's just place it like this, and let's set the detail level to fine just in case. And once we have this in place, let's go back into structure. Let's go to isolated footing, and let's choose this one, and let's place it here in the middle. Now if I go into 3D, this is what we have created. So we've got one structural column over here and one structural foundation over here. Now let's start adding rebar to this structure. So how do you do that? Well, you've got here your structure tab, and for reinforcement you've got a bunch of these tools, so let's start using them. So first let's go into level 1 and let's reinforce our column. So go here to the rebar tool, structural rebar, just click that, hit OK, and then first for the current work plane you need to set it to far cover reference, and then go here to perpendicular to cover. This will allow you to do these perpendicular or vertical elements. So just go here with rebar shape. Here you can set the dimensions. Let's go with 16 millimeter. Okay, and then you go in and you just place it wherever you want. So let's do 4 like this, and then later on we can kind of move it around if we choose to do so. Okay, so now once we've got these 4, let's scroll down a bit. Let's find the other rebar that we need for this. So let's go with this one, and then for this one let's go parallel to work plane. Okay, something like this, and then we can place it like that. Then we can select it, and from single we can do it to a let's go with maximum spacing, and let's do, I don't know, like 300 millimeter. Okay, and then we can select these, and just using the arrow keys just move them in place. So let's just go like that. This one we're going to place here. This one let's move like that, and this one let's place here. Okay, so we've got these done, and now if we go into 3D, as you can see, that's what we have for the column. Now let's do the actual foundation. So go into level 1 and let's create a section. So just a section like that, and if the scaling is off, let's place it at 1 to 150. I guess this works a bit better. Okay, so we've got this. Now I like to set this to fine. So now as you can see, the detail level is at fine, so you can see the actual thickness of the rebar shapes, and you can actually change these. Usually these are thinner than the vertical bars, so let's change these to 10 millimeter. Yeah, as you can see, it works a lot better now. Okay, so let's do the rebar for the foundation. So for that, let's go here into rebar, and again let's go with something that works for this foundation, like perhaps this rebar, and let's go again vertical to work plane, and let's and for the thickness, yeah, let's go with 16 millimeters as this is quite thick, and just place it like that. Now you can select it here, and then go from single to, again, let's go with maximum spacing, and let's go with something a bit smaller, like 150 for this one. I guess you need a lot of rebar in your foundation. And now let's just go into 3D to check out what that looks like. And again, I would like to set this to fine, the detail level to fine, and as you can see, nothing changes. The reason for this, we need to set up some of the visibility graphics. So what you need to do is you need to select all of the rebar you have over here. Let's scroll around. Okay, so all of the rebar you have, then go here to visibility settings and just check these 4 fields. Hit OK, and now as you can see, now they're actually a lot better or visible in a better way. Okay, now we need another section, so let's do a section like this. Open that section up, and as you can see here we have our rebar, set it to fine. Let's add some more rebar, so rebar, yeah, let's go with this one, and let's place it like that. Now I'm just going to select it and perhaps move it a bit like this, move this here a bit, and maybe move the whole thing up a bit. I'm just using the arrow keys for this. Okay, so once we have this in place, let's change it again from the single to maximum spacing, and here from 100 to 150, so that's the maximum spacing. Go into 3D, and again, this one is, well, wrong, too thin, and let's just scroll down, visibility settings, and let's check these 4 fields, and now we're set. So hit OK, and there we go. We've got our foundation rebar. Okay, so once we have this, now it's time to just create a schedule that's scheduling everything that's in this drawing, so we know what we have. So how do you do that? Well, what you can do, you can go here to view and then search for a schedule. So go to schedules, schedule quantities, open that up, and you get this new schedule dialog. Now for that, let's scroll down a bit and let's find a rebar schedule. And let's see, or structural rebar probably. Here we go, structural rebar. So select that. We can leave the name for the schedule at rebar schedule. You can change it. You can maybe add foundation rebar or whatever. You get the point. Okay, so now what properties do we add? Well, what I'm actually going to be adding is, first let's go with the type. Add that in, then maybe go with, let's see, the count. We need the count or the quantity. Do we have a quantity? Yeah, load that in as well. Do we have a name? Let's see, no name. Okay, so we don't have a name, and let's just go with the image as well. Okay, so I'm just going to hit OK, and now we're going to be getting our whole schedule. So here we've got these 16M, 10M, and here for the quantities, we have 11 for this one, we've got 13 for this one, and 9 for this one. Now, because we don't know which one it is, if we go maybe into 3D, let's change the thickness for these two. Perhaps let's go with, I don't know, 19. Yeah, just to make it a bit thicker. And now let's go back to our schedule. So scroll down, open up the schedule, open up structural rebar. Yeah, and as you can see now, these are 19, these are 10, and these are 16. Those are those vertical ones. But this all doesn't work without images and some dimensions, so people can create, so people can bend them actually on the construction field. Okay, so just go here to image. And now you can load some images in, so just go add images, and I'm just going to go here to my desktop, and here I've got some rebar shape images, and if I can't see it, I just go to thumbnails, and then I'm going to choose shape 1, shape 21, and shape 51. Okay, open those up, and if you want to download these images, you can find them on my Patreon. First, a link in the description, so check that out. Okay, so for this 16M, so those are the vertical ones, so that's going to be this thing. So set the same thing for here. Okay, okay, another one, and another one. Okay, then for the 10M, those are the thin ones, so that's this shape 51. And for these, those are these shapes 21. And now you're probably asking yourself, okay, that's really nice. You've added the image, but we can't really see anything. Well, that of course we can't see anything, but if we create a sheet, then we're going to be able to view this thing. So let's go here to sheets, go to new sheet, and let's go here with Yeah, let's use A1 metric. Usually I would go with a smaller size paper, but just in the interest of time, let's go with something like this. And let's just drag our rebar schedule over here. And now if we zoom in, as you can see here, we've got these images with rebar. But you're probably noticing that if I zoom in over here, so we've got here A, B, C, ABC, here we've got A, B, C, D, here we've got A. So we've got a bunch of these dimensions, but they're nowhere to be found on the schedule. So let's go back into our rebar schedule, go to fields, and let's add A, let's add B, let's add C, let's add D. Okay, so once we have these, I would like to move the image to be the last. I just prefer to have the image last and just go OK. And now as you can see here, you've got dimensions for those. So here we've got for this one, it's got only B, and for this one as well, because those are the vertical ones, so they've only got one dimension. Then for these, they've got all of the dimensions, and these, they've got 2 of them. So now if I scroll down to my sheets, open those up, and once we're here, now as you can see here at the sheets, you can actually zoom in, go over here. Okay, so this is the C, this is the D dimension. And if I look over here, this is the C, this is the D, this is A and B, so this is the height, the width, and all of that. The same thing goes over here. So we've got AB, and here we've got AB, it's 300 by whatever. Okay, so that's how you create your bending schedule and quantities schedule, and this is how you create what it looks like in 3D for all of this rebar. Let's just set this to realistic. Looks a bit cooler. It's all rusted and fancy. Okay, so yeah, that looks really cool and it's very practical. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. If you want to check this file out, check out the link in the description. You can get all of the images for your schedules. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.